Jack Gallagher has not been given his official welcome into the British Empire for one simple reason. Powerbombing him to the outside! He never was a part of the Empire. In Neville's eyes, he's everything wrong with Britain. Next week, we are destined to be saved by his leader, Drew McIntyre, Tetsuya Naito, Steel Cage. Yes, please. Destino! He closes things out just the way he wanted to. El Ingobernable, your winner. Hello and welcome, Universe Mode. This is ECW. This is a happy night for ECW. This is a celebratory night for the A Show, with one simple reason for it. He's back. He is here. Tonight, the ECW champion returns to the A Show. Seth Rollins will make his return to ECW for the first time since the Royal Rumble. We will see Seth Rollins on our screens. We will be graced by the greatest of all time at the end of this evening, and it is a stacked card to get us that far. We are going to start things off with a very, very important aspect to ECW, which is the reveal of the leader for Sami Callihan and Trevor Lee. And as he walks to the ring in silence, Sami Callihan will most certainly be delivering one final message. We were warned that tonight was going to be the night that we were going to witness the arrival of their leader. Well, we have waited long enough as the hour arrived. Sami Callihan saying tonight is the night we had been told of. Tonight, his leader makes his presence felt in ECW, and we will all watch on as we will be completely stunned by the reaction to our Savior's arrival. That's alright, yep. However, as Sami Callihan puts it there, for his gracious presence on ECW, he has demanded that he face a member of the ECW roster. So if there's anyone back there who is brave enough, they should make their way to this ring and face their leader. And the people need to learn what will save them, it seems. Sami Callihan waiting in the ring for a challenger, and it seems as if this man's going to be the challenger. The man thrown out of the British Empire last week. Well, not thrown out, literally thrown out of the ring. But he couldn't have been thrown out of the British Empire if, as Neville put it, he was never in it. Gentleman Jack Gallagher going towards the ring right now. It seems as if he wants to be the one to stand up to the leader. And I mean, there's every reason why he would want to do that. After what happened last week, he's going to be pissed off, for lack of a better term. He's going to want to have some revenge. He's going to want to get something under his belt. He's going to want to prove that Neville made a mistake, that Neville's going to pay for making his mistake as well. That definitely could have fired up Gallagher, there's no doubt about it. And as Gallagher stepped in the ring to take the mic, he is met by Sami Callihan, warning him that he is brave for making this choice. Brave to stand opposite their leader. Brave to stand for everything that he holds dear to himself. Callihan, it seems, only beating around the bush there, calling him an idiot, because it is time he gets used as a puppet once more for the arrival. Oh no. Oh no. The leader of their group. Oh my fucking God. No. This is a sick joke. Please. It's Corin. It's Corin. It's Corin. Sound the alarms. Corin is on ECW. Corin is the leader. I didn't want to believe it. I knew the writing was on the wall. I knew the signs were there, but I didn't want to believe them. Oh my God. But now I have no choice. The leader of their group, the leader of Sami Callihan and Trevor Lee, is a man that I never wanted to see around these parts again. Oh, this is sickening. This is horrific. Corin. Oh no. Oh my god, no. He's here. He's on ECW. And he's about to fight Jack Gallagher. This is my worst nightmare come to light. I thought we were going to celebrate the return of Rollins tonight. But instead I'm stood here, or sat here rather, having a look at another return. The return of a man that I could not hate more. It would be impossible. The last time we saw Corin, he lost at Extreme Rules, but this is a different light. This is a different hour. This is a different moment. His past with Okada is buried. This isn't buried at all. This is a new chapter. Callihan and Lee looking on the outside right now as Corin just wails away on Gallagher, who's trying to fight back here slightly. Gallagher trying to get some fight back against Corin, but it is all for nothing. A huge neck breaker of sorts there. This is just not what I wanted to see in any way, shape or form. Of all the people who could have shown up this evening, this was the last guy I wanted on the list. And now this guy is just beating down Jack Gallagher here. Pinning him down and beating away on him. Gallagher was, as Callihan put it, stupid enough to step up to the challenge, and now he pays for it. I was stupid enough to not. Oh no. Here we go. Clock strikes 12. And this one is over. I was too stupid to accept it. I did my best to try and refuse it. But it is reality. Corin is their leader. And he arrives with a victory. Oh my god. Corin wins. Yay. There he is as Gallagher sits on the outside, or rests on the outside, whatever he's doing, in agony, I imagine. Corin stands victorious. The psychotic mind of this man runs again. And it runs with two men by his side in Callihan and Trevor Lee. This suddenly got dangerous. This suddenly is not something that I'm interested in. This has also not ended as the lights come back up. This is the reason why. Corin takes a microphone into his hand, and it seems as if there is a message. Well, this is the worst way to kick things off on ECW. I have to deal with more Corin. Everything that I have said about him has come to bite me on the arse, in his opinion, because he stands on my roster, leading his group towards their future. He wasn't gone, he was only just getting started. He's come to make people's lives a living hell, but especially mine. Yep. Here he stands with Trevor Lee and Sami Callihan, the men who needed saving and the man who granted it. He'll lead them to the promised land, lead them to the glory they deserve, and he wants to get across that he hasn't forgot about another man. Seth Rollins' time will come one day. But for now, his prize is focused on Jay White. The egregious attitude of White caused this. His ignorance caused Callihan to be where he stands, and now he comes for the ECW title. Welcome to the group. Welcome to the Clockwork Project. Tick tock. They're always watching, always listening. The Clockwork Project has arrived to ECW with Corin at the helm. I could not think of a worse way to start any episode ever. Well, that is the rest of my day ruined. Completely ruined until maybe until the main event. Right. Let's move on here this evening. Here comes the four horsemen towards the ring. Here comes Chris Jericho towards the ring for singles action. While I'm sure Corin would love for me to talk about the Clockwork Project and everything about it, I'm good. So let's move on. These are the tag team champions heading towards the ring. Chris Jericho and Apollo Crews. But it is Jericho in action here this evening, going one-on-one against Drew Gulak. Jericho asked for a tune-up match to prepare heading into WrestleMania season, and I was more than willing to give that to the leader of the Horsemen. Veteran of this industry is Jericho. People saying, of course, that he has deserved this tag team title reign, and I agree. Jericho has worked his ass off week in and week out in ECW and deserves to be where he is right now. And Apollo Crews, if I was him, I would be joyous to be standing alongside Jericho. A Jericho that is looking, honestly, his best in a long time. It's been outstanding over these last few weeks. I think back to that performance in the triple threat tag match. A guilty as charged, and that was outstanding. That was incredibly amazing from Jericho. But as for now, he has to remain focused here on this matchup. He has to make sure not to let Drew Gulak get anything over him. Gulak is a guy who you give a slip of an opportunity to and he will capitalize on it. He's very much in ways like a Zack Sabre Jr. style wrestler. But Jericho has wrestled enough of them in his time to know how to get around them. Watching Gulak work now, though. He's pretty good with what he's doing. Oh, big slap in the face there from Gulak. No respect shown to Jericho. Y2J slips his way out of it, though. That's what I like to see. An improved variation of the clock strikes 12. Snap Tiger suplex as well. Gulak essentially folding inside out from it, but able to stand up on his feet and counter him here. Good sweep through into that gutbuster. Speed from Gulak there to pull that one off. Moving out of the way there. Big chop in the chest as well. Jericho counters, kicks him in the gut. Codebreaker! And this one is over. Just like how the Codebreaker won the titles. Well, a little bit of added insult to injury. The submission master in Gulak will be tapping out to the Lion Tamer. Jericho wins. Gulak submits. Another victory sustained in quick fashion for Y2J. And that's all that it was about. He said he wanted a tune-up match and he got it. Not meant to be disrespectful towards Gulak, but his hot streak ran out a long time ago and he needs to do something drastic to get his name back around here in the Cruiserweight division specifically. There is your winner, though. Y2J pleased with what he did here this evening. And why wouldn't he be? He's enjoying every moment of being a tag team champion. Speaking of the Cruiserweight division, it is time to move on already to our next matchup here this evening. It is time to move on to Brian Kendrick against Hiromu Takahashi. Now, there's no doubt about it, the Time Bomb has had one big target on his back. As a matter of fact, it wouldn't surprise me if Takahashi painted a target onto his back at one point. He seems like the kind of guy to do something like that. But Brian Kendrick being given a big opportunity here tonight to go challenge the Cruiserweight champion in non-title action. Because last time this happened, it was Zach Gibson coming out of the Royal Rumble, and he picked up the win and almost won the Cruiserweight Championship at Guilty as Charged. But I think that Guilty as Charged match was a resurgence for Takahashi. It woke him up. It got the fire back lit underneath him. And he walked out with that Cruiserweight title still around his waist. But you look at the names in that division that Takahashi has to worry about. You can see why being the Cruiserweight champion is not easy. There's the Brian Kendrick. There's still Zack Sabre Jr. loitering around there. Mustafa Ali, Cedric Alexander, Buddy Murphy. Just to name a few. There are so many in that division who could be a challenge for that belt, and there are so many more. Some big names around here in ECW who are in the main event division or, in a division higher who could go down to that Cruiserweight plateau. Don't forget either, Trevor Lee is a cruiserweight. Trevor Lee can go down to 205. And if Corin wants to make an immediate impact with the Clockwork Project, he could send Trevor Lee after that cruiserweight title. But I'm sure Takahashi would be fine with meeting him head on. I'm sure the Time Bomb would have no problem in doing battle with anyone who stands in the way between him and the cruiserweight title. Takahashi finally in a reign that he can sit down and enjoy, essentially. And getting to do what he enjoys a lot as well. Wrestling with his talents. All who want the same prize, that cruiserweight title. Takahashi won the belt back in January for the second time. And now Zack Sabre Jr., having calmed down a little bit, gets to, what's the word I'm looking for here? He gets to enjoy his reign a little more now, does Takahashi. But then again, this is perhaps the first week since he's been champion in general that he hasn't had to deal with the British Empire. And look at his first reign as well, back in August. Brian Kendrick, definitely not someone you can overlook. He's had a resurgence as of late with the removal of Kevin Nash and the arrival of Rusev into his group. The duo call themselves Greatness. Have been a surefire impact in the tag team division. What are we going to see here? Oh my god! High angle torture rack facebuster there. Looked like Takahashi almost came down on his neck from that impact. Spinning heel kick though from Takahashi. I was going to say about there are guys in the upper echelons though who are, who are to focus on for Takahashi. I didn't mean Trevor Lee. I meant the likes of Austin Aries, Neville, if he wanted to decide to go for the belt again. Those are two guys right there. Whenever he comes back from suspension, if Johnny Gargano wanted to go for the Cruiserweight title, he could. There are a lot of guys that Takahashi has to keep his eye out on, but he'll take them. He'll keep the challenges rolling in every time, and he'll keep on fighting them every time as well. Takahashi countering that shot there. Some good moves from Brian Kendrick, but there is the plunger. Cover made, trying to put away Kendrick early here, but a kick out. Wait a minute. Takahashi might be looking to end things already. Could it be a quick win for the Time Bomb? Looking to bring him in for Time Bomb. Brian Kendrick serving as an awkward party though and fighting his way out of that hold. Turns him round. And here we go again with a dragon suplex. Look how Takahashi go right up to his feet and counters him with a big stun gun. And now Kendrick trying to take control in this contest. Calling with a good hit. Oh, and just DDT'd him into the mat. No rope hung there. Just an immediate slam into the mat. Kendrick up high. Big frog splash. Covers the champ. Trying to get a big win under his belt. Kick out at 2. Forgot to say as well, we got so caught up in everything that's going on here this evening. There are only 4 matches here on ECW. The main event will feature Seth Rollins' return. Told me he wants to take up a lot of time to talk about a few things. As the captain's hook was locked in there, Takahashi fought out of it incredibly quickly. I didn't think Takahashi was going to give up, that's why I kept on talking. Flip powerbomb there. And Takahashi now trying to fire himself back up in this one. Up to the top rope goes the Time Bomb. What could we see from him right now? Gonna fly. Yes, he will. Got a nice hurricanrana there. Takahashi, though, going back up high once again. Let's see what'll happen. Calling Kendrick up to his feet once more. Could the Brian Kendrick pay for this? He sidesteps it, and oh, Takahashi came down incredibly awkwardly on his ankle there. And Kendrick, a Dr. Teeth there, I believe, or a variation of it at the least. Kick in the gut. Big DDT. Into the cover he goes right away. Trying to put away Takahashi. No. Another kick at it too. And Takahashi, rather smart to be honest, rolls outside of the ring, creates some breathing room. But Rusev getting involved here. forcing the Cruiserweight Champion back in the ring, and he is completely allowed to do that. That is completely legal. So long as he's not assaulting him, attacking him, the manager can do as he pleases on the outside there. Kendrick, tornado DDT, leaping tornado DDT. The Brian Kendrick is actually giving Takahashi a tough run for his money here. A third dragon suplex in this matchup. Another bridge involved as well as he put him away. Takahashi kicking out at 2, but this is an uphill climb right now for the time bomb. I didn't think I'd be saying this about 2 months ago. With the state of what Kendrick was in. Takahashi, big buckle bomb. Lana getting involved though, distracting. The time bomb here, the numbers game, could be working to the advantage of Kendrick. And from behind, Kendrick rolling him up, cover made, will he do it? Oh, Takahashi not falling for the roll-up trick again. He fights his way out of things there. And he's going to make Kendrick pay for it as well. Sunset flip on the outside. An almighty impact for the Brian Kendrick to endure. And now he goes face first into the ring apron. Things not exactly getting much better for Kendrick right now. He seemed pretty close to victory at one point, and now all of that has just slipped away. Takahashi almost fired up after that roll-up. But it's Kendrick who sends him back in the ring again. It's Kendrick who goes up high. Takahashi getting up to his feet. Kendrick took too late to fly there. Takahashi able to evade. And Takahashi sending Kendrick off the ropes, but Lana gets involved once more here. Kendrick could see another opening right in front of him. Russian leg sweep. And again he thinks the top rope is his calling. Again he thinks it's the right place to go. He thinks it could grant a victory. Takahashi sidesteps him though. Up on his shoulders, not a place you want to be with Hiromu Takahashi. Oh, just sent it to the turnbuckle. And now Takahashi will look for the final blow. Will look to end things off. The time bomb. With the time bomb. Cover made. Lana getting involved though. Distraction from Lana, but all that's done is opened up Kendrick for more trouble, because here comes another time bomb. And with 1, 2, 3, it is ended. Hiromu Takahashi, your winner. Kendrick was testing him. Kendrick really tested the Cruiserweight champ in that match. That was by no means an easy win for Takahashi. He did have to find an extra gear in him. He did have to find some more leverage within him. But in the end, it resulted in a Takahashi victory. The Cruiserweight champ back on top of things here. Back to kicking things up a peg on ECW. Who will dethrone the champion, I wonder? And how long will it take them? Takahashi very much enjoying his tenure at the top of the division. Now we move on to our main event of the evening in terms of the in-ring wrestling. And what a contest it is going to be. Andrade Cien Almas versus Aleister Black. This is going to be a good one. Andrade, the first time we've seen him since Guilty as Charged, when he suffered his very first defeat to Jay White. Now he returns looking to achieve victory over Aleister Black, who is heading into King of the Ring with nothing but momentum on his side, driving him every step of the way. Andrade has to try and bounce back from that though. I was surprised when Andrade said he didn't want to be King of the Ring. I was going to give him a qualifying match. I'm not going to lie, he was probably going to take Aleister Black's spot. But he said he didn't want it. Or at the very least, he was going to fight Aleister Black for the spot, rather. He said he didn't want it. Or rather, Zelina Vega said he didn't want it. I don't know if that was a part of a game plan. I don't know if they thought that maybe giving him the King of the Ring would not be a good idea, given his fallings at Guilty as Charged. What I do know is that Andrade is back in action here tonight for the first time in almost a month. That might be an overstatement. It might be yeah, no, it's not that far off. But nevertheless, he is here. He is ready to fight. And what a fight he has to endure. Aleister Black, a man right now, as I said, has nothing but momentum on his side. Qualified 2 weeks ago over Roderick Strong and beat Mustafa Ali last week as well. There's already been predictions that it's Andrade versus Ibushi in the finals. Sorry, not Andrade. Aleister Black versus Ibushi in the finals. Goes to show the momentum those two guys are carrying. And let's see what will happen here. Will Eli Dolo be able to topple the two-time ECW television champion, I wonder? One thing, of course, that Aleister Black always has to be aware of is the woman on the outside, Zelina Vega. She can be such a difference maker in any match. She can truly turn a match on its head with her game plans, with her interventions. But I'm not too certain that this man will give a damn either. This is all about getting his head in the game for King of the Ring. And if Aleister Black's head is in the game, your head is getting kicked off at King of the Ring. Whoever he may get in the first round, out of the 6 that we know already, are in for a troublesome night. I think it's the nicest way you can put it. Aleister Black ready to go in this, our last match of the evening. After this, it is all about one man. It is all about the return of Seth Rollins. But as for now, Aleister Black heads towards the ring, and Bray Wyatt is accompanying him towards it. The Wyatt family standing with one another. Aleister Black standing with Bray Wyatt for the first time in a while. It's not the case that there's been turmoil in the Wyatt family or there's been causes of conflict between either side. I think it's just been down to the fact that they've just been doing different things. They've been getting involved in different altercations. I mean, you think Braun Strowman started the year as television champion, and that was kind of where the Wyatt family just didn't really have all that much to do. Remember, I'm pretty sure Aleister Black missed the Royal Rumble. So this is really a kick up the arse, I guess, for Aleister Black. This is his wake-up call now, this King of the Ring tournament. And I'm glad because, you know, it is so easy to get lost in the shuffle here in ECW. When you've got guys like Naito, McIntyre, Omega, Adam Cole, Seth Rollins at the top of this roster week in and week out, it is incredibly tough to break in. It is incredibly tough to even knock on the door, let alone kick it down. But there are so many talents who could kick down that door. Aleister Black and Andrade are 2 of them. No doubt about it. They could kick down that door. They could go in to the big leagues and they could challenge some of the very best. As a matter of fact, if Aleister Black went on to win, as you can hear an NXT chat directed towards Andrade, Cien, Almas as this match gets underway. If Aleister Black wins King of the Ring, do not be surprised if very soon we see Black challenging for the ECW title. And in my opinion, it is an overdue opportunity as well. And I know I'm saying as the general manager of this brand, I know I'm effectively knocking myself, but what I mean by that is Black has earned this opportunity before, and just off of his incredible matches that he's had in this universe before, he's earned a shot at the title. He's had the chance to challenge for it before, but it didn't pan out the way he wanted it to. I think he was hoping that Andrade would come charging back at him there, did Aleister Black. That's why he just jumped in the ring. But, no, I think if Aleister Black gets an opportunity at a title, he has deserved it. He has earned it. Same can be said for Andrade, though. Even after his loss to Jay White, there's no reason why this guy, who has a win over Tetsuya Naito, should not be challenging for the big leagues, should not be challenging for the big belts. It may well be a case where the draft after WrestleMania, if guys like Kenny Omega, Tetsuya Naito, if they were drafted to other brands, I think it would very much turn into a situation where guys like Andrade, like Aleister Black, like Mustafa Ali, even, of course, who's also in the King of the Ring tournament, could develop themselves further, could go that one step more towards achieving greatness. I just think it'd be a very, very, very entertaining time to see these kind of guys squaring off for the belt. But as for here tonight, they are squaring off in the last match of the evening. Andrade and Aleister Black. What a contest this is, though, no doubt about it. And another chance for Andrade to prove that that loss at Guilty as Charged has not set him back at all. Big cutter there from Aleister Black. As, of course, he gears up for a grueling test this Sunday. To be King of the Ring, he has to win 3 matches in one night. The round of 8, the round of 4, and, of course, the finals. I cannot reveal who he's facing in the first round. As a matter of fact, we won't know until... Well, I won't know until moments before the show goes live. You won't know until the show does indeed go live. That'll be a very interesting moment for us all to witness as the King of the Ring show will go live. This is going to be a great night of action. This is, no title matches, but an event that you still do not want to miss. The King of the Ring tournament and Okada versus Nakamura, the winner facing Brock Lesnar for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. Look at these strikes from Andrade here, but Aleister Black hit with the very best of them. Andrade finding that outside those suplex dubs him on his head. And Aleister Black now starting to fire away, starting to get going. Oh, trading blows. Good forearm there from Andrade. And another one. He's rocking Aleister Black with him. There's no doubt about it. Irish whip, though. Off the ropes comes Andrade. Duck under from Aleister Black. Knee in the gut, though, from El Idolo. Man, these guys are reading each other so well. Andrade off the ropes. Sorry, into the turnbuckle, rather, goes Aleister Black. Sends him into the opposing turnbuckle. What is Andrade thinking here? Took too long. Black, what a kick right in the temple. How high he lifted his leg up to pull that one off. Brainbuster follows as well, and this is all setting himself up for Black Mass. A move that can put away anyone in the blink of an eye. Good strikes here from Aleister Black, trying to take charge here over Andrade. Backdrop there. Aleister Black still in control. Andrade tried to almost scoot away there, but all he did was scoot himself into a back suplex. Aleister Black, moonsault! Didn't think the Black would have that in his repertoire. The 2-time television champion, though, can't get more than a 1 count. This Frankfurt crowd is enjoying every last bit of action they're getting here, though, that's for certain. Suplexed him just dumped him right down there. Kicked on, not sure that Andrade got all of it, though, but he's still fired up and ready and raring to go. Andrade with another forearm. Aleister Black counters, though. Turning him round. No, wait, decides against the Irish whip off the ropes. Went for the double foot stomp. He sought that out a few times against Mustafa Ali last week, and it didn't pan out the way he wanted it to. That exploder suplex did, though, as Andrade just got launched across the ring there. Kick in the gut. Nice DDT. Cover made. Only a 1 count. Throwing him away there was Andrade, creating some separation, getting the back in the middle of the ring. Andrade's been ever reliant on that forearm in this contest so far. He's been using it a lot, and it has been giving him a lot of success. It does have to be said. Kick in the gut. There's the double knees. Double knees in the turnbuckle. Middle of the ring for Andrade. Went for a slap. Aleister Black having none of it. And there's that high kick in the head once again, derailing him right there and then. Aleister Black, not one to mess around. German suplex. And might he look to apply the finishing blow? He points to Andrade. Black Mass. And Zelina Vega getting involved. Vega interfering, distracting the referee. Aleister Black, though, taking a moment to go to his resting place, taking a moment to find the composure within him to finish the deal. Double clothesline. Sweep of the leg. And Black is now more fired up than ever. Vega could have put him in big trouble. Huge knee. Black lifts him up. No black mass there though. Counter from Andrade. Andrade, are you kidding me? Hammerlock DDT from El Idolo for a huge upset win. No! I was going to call it an upset win because it looked like Andrade had pinched a victory from the jaws of defeat. What a moonsault as well. And Andrade's in control now. How did that change so quickly? Andrade thinking through maybe a final game plan, looking at the downed Aleister Black right now, realizing he needs to end things, realizing this is huge for whatever could come his way after King of the Ring. Imagine beating the guy who went on to win the King of the Ring tournament. I think Andrade was almost kind of mocking Aleister Black, laughing at him as he was down there. Downs him again, covers him using the ropes. Black not interested though. Fights out of it, kicks out of it rather right away. Kick in the chest. Good quick counter for Black. Might have been gearing up there for Black Mass. He twisted his body, but he couldn't connect with it. Series of drop kicks here from Andrade in this contest. What a thrilling match this has been. Cover. Andrade hoping he's done enough, but just not the case. What more does Andrade have to do to win here though? What more does he have to do in order to be victorious? Trying to take the turnbuckle pad off, yeah. Trying to use that to his advantage as Andrade may be. Forearm in the face from Black right there. Oh, high kick in the head. Aleister Black fighting back almost right away. Black in. Black Mass. Black Mass out of nowhere. There's two, and Aleister Black wins it. Black victorious in the main event, and a thrilling main event it was at that. Aleister Black with much needed momentum heading into King of the Ring. ECW has never won the tournament. Could Aleister Black break that duck egg? Could Aleister Black be the one to win the King of the Ring tournament? Could it be Aleister Black who's destined for greatness in 2019? We will find out this Sunday, but we are about to hear from a man who has been gone for so long. Strap yourselves in, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. He is back. Seth Rollins returns to ECW. We have waited all night for this, through the good and the bad. We finally can enjoy this moment. Rollins is back. Play the music. Let's enjoy it. It has been a long time without him, but not for a second longer do we wait. Seth Rollins has returned. He is back on ECW. He may not have the title around his waist, but we all know who the ECW champion is, and who it has been for the last 18 months. It has been Seth Rollins. And after being gone, after being taken out at the Royal Rumble, he has finally returned here tonight. I said he'd be back on the first ECW March, and he stuck true to his word. Rollins back in front of us all. No wrestling attire for him. This isn't about Seth Rollins the wrestler. This is about Seth Rollins the person. This is about Rollins being relaxed. This is about Rollins being back. The ECW champion. What a sight for sore eyes you are. It is so good to see him once again. Rollins doesn't look like he's missed a spring in his step either, let's be real. Looks as good as ever, physically, and letting us know that he is fine. Taking a run off the ropes there. Rollins is most certainly in a good stead right now, and the microphone in his hands. Here we go. It is time to hear from the Architect. And it is his honor to say that he's home. He wants to thank everyone who sent well wishes his way, who sent cards wishing for his recovery. Rollins can't appreciate it enough. Everyone's hated him for a long time, but to see the reception, it made Seth Rollins realize that everyone knows who the true greatest of all time is. Some things never change. Seth Rollins being the greatest is one of them. And it's truth that Rollins didn't come back to be all heartfelt. He didn't have a change of heart while he was gone because he knows he's still the greatest. He's still the ECW champion, and he's got a kingdom to redesign, rebuild, and reclaim. He's going to do that all heading into WrestleMania, but as for the event itself, he knows just what he wants on that night. Wait a minute. Rollins, we didn't talk about this. Rollins is directing his challenge towards someone. He's never met a bigger coward in his life than this man. Okada shut him up, and now it is his turn at WrestleMania. He doesn't want anyone or anything else. Seth Rollins at WrestleMania wants to defend his ECW championship again. What? Wait a damn minute! That's... What? Adam Cole he's back as well. Cole said he was taking time off so he could figure out what he wanted to do at WrestleMania, and Cole has returned this evening, the same night as Seth Rollins. And you heard this crowd burst into life at the reception to his theme, at the sound of Adam Cole's theme striking. Adam Cole is here on ECW. Rollins was gonna challenge. I know he was challenging. I know what he was gonna do. But it has been stopped in its tracks by none other than Adam Cole has stopped Corin right here. Both men getting in the ring. Cole getting in Rollins' face as he gets a microphone now. The ECW champion and the Royal Rumble winner face to face. And as Adam Cole says, it is good to see him again. But Adam Cole has spent some time of his own away, thinking about what he wants to do with the main event of WrestleMania. He just heard Rollins saying he was going to challenge someone to WrestleMania, that it was Rollins who was setting the challenge. Wait a minute. But he can't allow that. He's not going to allow Rollins to challenge anyone at WrestleMania. He won't be challenging Corin at WrestleMania. Rollins won't be challenging anyone. Adam Cole has made his choice. Adam Cole is going to challenge Seth freaking Rollins. And we're on. The main event of WrestleMania is set. Adam Cole versus Seth Rollins for the ECW title. And Rollins believes that they have deserved this. No one else deserved to stand alongside him in that main event. But there's one big difference between Adam Cole and Seth Rollins in a situation like that. While they deserve to be there, Rollins will still be there by the end of the night because they're going to the very top of this universe, but Rollins is staying at the top just how he has for the last 18 months. He's not letting go of the ring that he doesn't only deserve, but the ring that he owns. Adam Cole could try as he might. He's not taking it away from him. Adam Cole says he's willing to talk until he's blue in the face, but he needs it more than Rollins. He needs to be the ECW champion. There's only one person who can dethrone Seth Rollins. It's not going to be Kenny Omega. It's not going to be Corin. The time is going to be WrestleMania, and the person is going to be none other than the Royal Rumble winner. None other Oh my God, the main event of WrestleMania is in the ring. Cole offering a handshake to Rollins, and the ECW champion rejects it. Rollins getting out of the ring, but that doesn't change it one bit. The main event of WrestleMania is set. Adam Cole versus Seth Rollins.